What's up, everybody? Welcome to Leighton's Loft. I am J5. Leighton Sheldon will be in shortly. We have stuck in traffic.
It's Jersey, right?
Yeah, it's Jersey traffic. Welcome. This is our, 1 hour-ish show.
Yeah.
We talk about the hobby, entertainment, cards, you name it, we talk about it. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see two links. Yes. You're looking for the one that says what in the title, Lou?
It says it's the full screen one. The links we're not for comments. You have to be on the one that's full screen, as opposed to the one that has the break screen in it. So that explain it.
Yeah. Bill Zeltner, what's up?
Yeah. Ooh, I haven't seen Bill in here. Is this Bill's first visit?
Is it? I don't know. There we go. There's my comments. This is my comments, right?
Hey, Donald, how are you? Yep.
Yep. No, this is not Leighton's Loft. Wait, what is this? Oh, I'm in the wrong feed.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
There we go.
I like what we did with the comments.
Yeah, I like the new layout there, Lou.
Yeah, I'm experimenting with stuff. I'm going to give the show a whole new look. I have to decide which direction to go with it. So.
Oh, okay. I like it. So far, so good, my friend.
All right.
Is the right feed? Yes, it is, Gus. That is the right feed. Dougie Fresh is keeping track of everybody's comments.
Yep.
It is unique. So at the end of the show, we're going to give away 7 prizes. All you got to do is comment on the chat section there on Leighton's Loft. First place is going to win a $50 break credit to our website. It is like a gift certificate. It's good as cash. Second place is going to be a 2019 Prism Hanger Box Break spot. It's a free spot in a 2019 Prism Basketball Hanger Box Break. Third, we'll get a 71 Topps Baseball separate spot. Fourth, a 73 Topps Baseball separate spot. Fifth, sixth, and seventh are going to get free spots in our after party bonus.
Ooh.
Now, what is this after party bonus, Lou? Let me tell you. Since you asked, obviously.
What is this after party bonus, J5?
Hi, Mrs. Rush. So the after party bonus, guys, because our main event just happened this past weekend on Sunday. Yeah. We were live for 12 hours, I think.
Wow.
12? 11? 11 hours. We're live for 11 hours.
11.
Yeah. Hey, Donald. We had a great time. Lots of bonuses, lots of giveaways, trivia questions, galore, you name it. It went very well. So the main event ended. The after party bonus is basically always after the main event.
Yep.
So it's like, when you go to a friend's house after a big party,
sure,
just to chill, relax, have more alcohol. That's the after party. And this event ends on June 13th at the Philly show at the Valley Forge Casino Hotel. So, Lou, we're going to go gambling, get the craps table that weekend.
Oh, I would love to see the Vintage Breaks crew at the craps table. That would be fun.
I can't wait.
Sounds like a good time.
As you know, we haven't been able to go to any show for a year or so. Yes, S10.
4 weeks from Friday, I'm counting down.
4 weeks from Friday. That's right. X10 is very excited. So the after bonus, guys, for every $100 you spend at checkout at vintagebreaks.com, you automatically get a spot into the after party bonus. We'll give it away that Sunday, June 13th at 2 p.m., which is the end of the event there at the Philly show. First place is going to win a 1967 Topps Baseball near complete set.
Ooh, nice.
With stars and Hall of Famers. Leighton's actually going to bring that to us so we can show it off. Second place is going to win $1,500 in break credit to our website.
Wow.
1500. Third place is going to get a winner's choice. It's 2 boxes they could choose from. Either a Prism basketball hanger box or a 2020 Topps Chrome Black baseball box.
Welcome back.
And those are your top 3 prizes for that bonus.
Nice. It sounds like fun.
It is awesome. Typically at the after party, the day of, we pop champagne. Like I bring a bottle of champagne from the liquor store. and I pop it on camera, that's our after party.
I like it.
But it's at the Philly show, so I don't know if we're allowed to do that at the Philly show. I'm pretty sure we can't. What's up, Brad? But we'll come up with something. Right, S10?
Sean, I don't know what's going on. Sean, just reboot or something, or refresh the screen or something. Everyone else is seeing everything, right? You guys all can see us.
Sean Dilly just reset, my friend. What's up, Tyler? Now, see Tyler's last name? I say Tyler Urositis.
Okay.
Urositis. But it's probably just Urositis.
Yeah, Tyler, give us the phonetic on that.
Tyler's going to Philly?
He's going to the Philly show, so we'll find out from the man himself how you say his last name.
No, I want the phonetic right
Tyler,
now.
are you going to be there all weekend, a specific day?
I think he says Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Are you going to be there Saturday night when we get to go to the casino?
Ooh.
You gonna hang out for a little bit, Tyler?
So, Lou, S10 and I are going to be after the show ends on Saturday. We're going to go to the casino, which is right upstairs. And we
live at the crap scene.
We
live there.
don't expect to have empty cups of alcohol.
Oh yeah, no.
We are expecting our brick and maniacs to just keep filling it up.
It's free alcohol.
And no house.
No. Top shelf stuff.
Top shelf only.
Yeah.
So,
Philly's not a
said
bad
your
I can drive down Saturday.
Yeah, man. Join us. That'll be great. What's up, Dougie?
Tyler, you're us.
6.
Eurosits.
That didn't
Euro-
help.
From
Euro-
Tyler himself.
Oh, Eurosits.
Doug, you got Sean Dooley, right?
Of course I got Sean.
Eurosits. Nah, I like mine better. Urositis. That's it. It's done.
He sounds like a disease. Like, come on.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm thinking about the movie 300. What's his name? What's his name? I just decided to answer with the
You knew
itis.
what you were talking about, Doug?
I know Gerard Butler.
Yeah, Gerald Butler's character. What's it called?
Oh, I haven't seen it forever. I know you're talking about
Leonidas.
Leonidas.
Yes, Leonidas. Urositis. Pop that champagne, J5. Question, respond with, don't make eye contact with my So Monty knows my hair is insured through Geico.
It's insured?
I thought it was nationwide.
No, nationwide. You know what? I think I'll switch to
I say you got
nationwide.
Peyton Manning do commercials.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a second.
Dude, that's
Geico sells hair insurance?
If someone says, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't make eye contact with my hair. Don't look at my hair."
Sure, why
You
not?
can
I
hang out
had
with me,
to.
just don't make eye contact.
I had to
with my
acquire. Yeah,
What's up, Ken?
that's right. This is Sparta. So one thing I wanted to talk about today, and Lane gave me the okay to talk about it because he wanted to do it, but he's in traffic. That's not my problem. I wanted to. Was it last week that we spoke about the 52 tops mantle? Or was
Not
it
the
2 weeks
last week or
ago?
the week before. It's very.
I think it was 2 weeks before, right? 2 weeks ago.
I don't know with the event and weekend everything's.
Yeah, I can't remember anything.
Uh,
It drained me, that event.
Well, I mean, you did 3 straight days. Like,
Tyler said he likes it.
Oh, Tyler has been called
He
Eurositis
says he
before.
likes it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Jason? So
Donald,
that making-
put my green screen away here at the studio. And
15 minutes.
I don't have my green screen right now. I'll get it back soon. Apparently, something is higher priority here in the studio. I don't know what's going on.
I like the background. It's not bad. You know, it's typical office.
Constitution in the background here?
You gotta change it up, Donald.
Is that the real one?
No, it's a copy of it.
Stop it, dude. You know it's a real,
Real one.
Stop it.
I thought he
Um,
said it's a green screen. All this.
It's a green screen.
No. We got to get Cody on the show. I want Cody on the show.
go actually
Yeah,
go to
his
family,
phone.
sit on top of the green
He's
monster.
great. That's what I want.
That would be cool.
Cody
Yeah.
Cheek, what's up, man?
Makan. Hey, Doug. What's up, Makan? Is that Ron Khan?
Jeff's here, so now
That's
it's a party. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Connor Bashir.
What's up, Jeff? Now we can open up the bottles. Yes. Okay, so it's time for our show and tell. Our show and tell, guys. 2 weeks ago, as Leighton mentioned, we got a collection, a vintage collection. That included a 52 tops Mickey Mantle.
This was the shoebox collection, right? Where the
Yes.
grandmother divvied 3 kids out via randomly for 3 shoeboxes, right?
Yes, that's it. Every sibling got a different box. This gentleman's box included that 52 tops Mantle.
Mhm.
We had, Leighton said it might be authentic because there were signs on the top border that it may be a little short. cut
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
So we decided to send out to PSA and to just get rid of the guessing game. And it came back today.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the grade of the 52 Tops Mickey Mantle from the collection that came to us from Canada, from Saskatchewan.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Got to give me
here
the
it is.
desktop first.
Hold on.
Yep.
Go ahead. No, that's
You got
not
to
it.
take the screen off. There we go.
Is that it? That's not it.
That's not it.
There it is. There it is. I got it.
Okay, now we got it.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, our 52 Tops Mickey Mantle in a PSA holder with a grade of 1. PSA 1, 52 Tops Mantle for everyone to see. It looks so much nicer in a PSA holder.
Yes.
it does.
There's no doubt now. It is official. It is a 1 out of 10. And this bad boy is not going to be part of our collection here at Just Collect. I have to, Leigh has to reach out to the folks, and then we're going to finalize the deal.
So not too long ago, we had a Mickey Mantle come back that we got from a collection. It is now a 1 official.
What's that one?
That's
IG.
the feed we're doing
So we
there?
posted the raw one.
You can't post it yet. You know that, right? So let's just save it. Put it in your draft. Don't post it yet.
Download.
Perfect. Yes, it does display very well. It looks so much better now in a holder.
Hang
So
on. Let me
much.
screw up again. There we go.
Yeah, right there. There's the back.
The threat's here. Hi, James. How you doing?
It's official, guys.
Mhm.
Now everybody's questioning, what are we going to do with this Mickey Mantle card?
Yes.
Well,
Hit random.
first thought was hit random. Hit random it's. The last time we had a 52 Tops Mantle and a hit random for Vintage Breaks, the hit random was filled up during the Philly show. And I believe it was Dominic Mancini who landed on the mantle.
Ooh.
I believe, if my memory serves me well, I think it was Dominic Mancini.
Had a good legendary hit random.
I think it was.
Yeah. So
And then before that, we had the 52 Top set break, which I don't even remember who got it.
yeah, I don't remember who got it either. But yeah, we did have a 52 Top set break.
Which was 3 years ago.
So don't be shocked.
Everyone wants you to nightbot it.
Nightbot?
Yep.
How about this? I'll do a Nightbot and the winner will get a picture of the 52 Tops Mantle card.
Signed by S10.
Signed by S10. Yes.
Signed by S10. I like it.
10 and 100. Winner gets a picture of me holding it.
Look at that. That's a 101.
I know.
Gus, how much would that sell for? I'll let Leighton talk about that.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I'll let Leighton talk about that. My job is done. I just want to show that off.
It's got to be a bargain, though, right? It's got to be a nice intro price for a Mantle 52.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I think a 52 Mantle is an investment. The price is never going to go down. Whatever it left off, that's where it's going to continue.
Here you go. Here's Vintage Breaks intro into NFTs. You do an NFT for Nightbot.
Look at that.
Yep.
I don't know.
That is brilliant. I love it. Vintage Breaks gets into the NFT business.
Crisco says put it in a briefcase. That'd be one hell of a briefcase.
Brian wants to
Like
smell.
10,000
Not sure what's going on.
But yeah. So that is amazing. I'm so happy it came back a 1.
Yeah.
I'm sure the folks are going to be happy as well. It came back a 1.
Paul Baker just wants to smell it.
I know what's going on there.
Smell it? I mean, you can smell it. It smells like plastic.
When did you get it back, by the way?
Today.
Today. Oh,
Just today. Yeah, so we're going to reach out to the folks, let them know. I just didn't have time yet because I had a bunch of phone meetings today.
Yep.
Gotta take care of that. Crisco, yeah, there you go. Crisco has some ideas of how much the card's worth. But for once, I would say it's all about the eye appeal.
Yeah.
It's all about the eye appeal. And yes, it does have creasing on the card, but you know, it still looks nice. The color is gorgeous. So
I think it's a great for those of us who can't really spend for a Mantle 52. I think it's great.
yeah, it has great color, and that's the Mick right there. Who you talking to on the phone? Yeah. So with that starting the Mantle, it's more of a 30. Well, we'll find out. We'll see.
Wow.
We'll see.
Can you imagine?
So speaking of that, Lou.
Yes.
Of Mantle. We had a lot of trivia questions through the main event, where it's pop culture, sports, whatever.
Nice.
I'll put you on the spot here. Could
Okay.
you find me a Mickey Mantle trivia question?
Oh,
And the person who gets it correct on the chat, it's a one-time only. A one-time only. Is going to get a free spot in the after party bonus.
ooh.
Just one. That's the only opportunity you'll get in. And I'm only doing it because Lane's not here. Jeff, the red color is. Yep, yes, it is. Even though you tell me to. So, with that said, we have a lot of packs and boxes to break from the main event. So, all you guys who jumped in, thank you so much. It was a great event. We are not going to try to catch up. This weekend, though, we have a show at the at Chantilly, Virginia. And it's going to be Leighton. It's going to be Chris from VP South. And it's going to be our own Dougie Fresh from Vintage Breaks North.
Nice.
So I'll tell you guys more details. But Lou, do you have a trivia question ready?
I do. And I want to
Okay.
caution everybody again, we're working on several different remote sites through several different feeds to our sites for text and things like that. It's going to come up different on different places. So it's my feed. Whoever comes up first on my feed is the winner. If it doesn't look that way on your feed, sorry about that. So what I want to know is give me Mickey Mantle's wife's name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle's wife's name.
Yep. You have to spell it correctly, by the way.
To spell it correctly.
You have to spell it correctly.
It's not Shirley, is it?
No, it's not Shirley. And don't call me Shirley. Mrs. Mantle.
Technically, that's right. Okay, we got some entries. What do you got there, Lou?
We have some. Okay, I'm going to have to call this off. Bill Hansen's going to be the winner here because no one is spelling the name correctly. That's close. There's an I in there. It's Maryland.
It's Maryland.
Yeah, Merilyn.
Oh, okay.
I
Maryland.
got about 6 answers and nobody spelled it right. So Billy was the first one with Maryland.
Okay, so S10. S10. Can you give Billy No, wait, I'm sorry. Who got it first?
Bill Hansen. Billy Hansen.
On your screen.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think he's registered. I sent Hansen, Hansen. Bill, or it could be Billy. I'm not sure.
James with the Mrs. Mantle. I like that.
So, more details about this weekend show, guys. We have a couple of bonuses, Lou,
Yes.
that include shopping spree with Leighton Sheldon at the show.
Oh, yeah. We've done that before. That's excellent.
Yes. So right now we every day in the early part of the show, we've been doing a buy any spot bonus. So any spot you purchase gets your entry, randomize it, and the first person on top of the list will get into the final list. That'll be done on Friday afternoon. Once these guys are set up and go live, that person is going to win $250 to spend with Leighton at the show once it's randomized.
Yep.
And then we have the other one, which ends on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. That one, if you spend $50 at checkout at vintagebreaks.com, you get an automatic entry. That list will be randomized on Saturday. First person on top will get $1,000
Ooh.
to spend with Leighton Sheldon. So, with that said, Lou, if you were that person and you have $1,000 right now,
Yes.
what would you want Lane to get for you at the show?
Me at the show, the best bourbon possible. No, a Mac Jones rookie card.
A Mac Jones rookie card, which I believe.
No, I don't know. I guess one thing, my favorite set was the 68 top set. So
Okay.
I might want a 68 top set. Especially some of the key cards in there. Bob Gibson cards. I used to love Bob Gibson.
So I would say that 68 set is probably a little bit more expensive, but you can use $1,000 to, reduce it.
Yep.
And then you can probably pay the difference. Just
or maybe a couple of Tony Conigliaro cards, who was my favorite player.
So now, why 68, Lou? What was that your favorite set?
I'm a Boston kid, and 67 Red Sox really turned us on to baseball. And I'm 11 at the time, right at the perfect age, very impressionable. So I was hyped up from the 67 Sox. I love the look of the 68. It's right in my age wheelhouse. So that's my favorite set.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. No, I mean, every big Hall of Famers in that year. So.
Yeah, and I've got right here. I've got a 68 Yaz.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And nice. I have one of the ones I have at home, and this is funny because I've worked with Rico Petrocelli a lot, but I had bought earlier in my life at a just random visit to a card store. They had the 68 set had the 67 World Series cards, and one of the things I used to collect when I was younger was the World Series cards and tried to put those together. But I have one from Game 6 of the 67 World Series where Rico Petrocelli hit 2 homers, and it was signed by Rico.
Oh, that's cool.
But I had this years before I even met Rico and got a chance to work with him so much. But I just have it, and that's one of the cards that's still hanging around. I've still got it on a shelf at home. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
no, that's really cool. I mean, for me, knowing now of what I know in the modern era, for $1,000, I will probably get. It can't be Cowboys related because nobody's really making a big splash right now.
Okay, but tell me this, because I would buy the set I wanted, but if I were going to go in as a quote unquote investment, what would you spend $1,000 on?
I will probably hopefully get most of the key cards for the 1960 Topps baseball set.
Okay.
Because there's no way $1,000 is going to be enough to buy the whole set.
Right.
But it'll help get the keys out of the way. Mickey Mantle, Mays, Aaron, Clemente, and those start adding up fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will probably do that. Get some of the keys. And I think a 60 Mantle is definitely going to be at the show. Someone's going to have a 60 Mantle. But Lou, would you want those cards graded or just raw? You want the set raw?
Set wall. Yeah.
Just the raw, that all non-graded. Nothing
yeah,
graded.
Because I'm not going to resell it. I mean, I might eventually, but I'm not looking to resell it. It's just going to be a piece for me to collect and to have.
That'd be cool. Okay. I think I will want at least my Mantle to be graded. Everything else.
That's a good idea. I don't own any T206s either. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, tobacco cards, sure. A Cy Young or a Ty Cobb.
After all, I co-wrote a book on the set. I should have one or two probably. And there are 2 good stories in there, by the way, that I always remember. There was Germany Schaefer, who's in the T206 set, and Germany Schaefer actually stole first base. And the baseball exists the way it does now because of Germany Schaefer. There was a play where runners were on first and third, and his team tried a double steal to get the winning run home, but the catcher wasn't biting. So Germany Schaefer went down to second base, and then on the next pitch, he ran back to first base. And then he tried to steal second base again, and the catcher got pissed off and threw the ball in the center field, and they scored the run. So Germany Schaefer literally stole first base, but they outlawed it after that.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that story.
Yep.
Wow.
Germany Schaefer actually stole first base.
Now, where did you find that information? Like deep research or?
Yeah. It's working with Tom and Ellen on the T206 collection book. And I got assigned about 150 of the players, and I just started digging down, do some Google searches, talk to some people. I've made some really good friends from descendants of these players after the book was published, and you get some emails, you get some, and I reached out to some of them before, so I met them before with some, try to get some personal stories.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's cool. Now you said 2 stories, right? That was one story. What was the other one?
Geez, I'm blanking on the name of the guy. Damn it! Give me a second. I got to come up with the name of the guy. But
Sure.
It's another great story too. He's the first professional player from New Hampshire.
From New Hampshire, first professional player.
Yeah.
Like we all know the key cards, the Hall of Famers from the T206 set. I personally like I think his last name is Titus. The only player with a mustache in that set.
Oh, really? There's only one player with a mustache in that set?
Yeah, I believe it's Titus. Doug, am I wrong? Titus? Let me just make sure. T206.
I think.
T206 Titus. Yes, that's right. From the Phillies. And you know me, I like a good stash. So I will definitely want to get that card for my collection, S10. Did you know that, S10? Titus is the only player in the T206 set to have a mustache in the actual picture.
Oh.
Only player to have a
Facial
mustache.
hair wasn't a thing back then, so
Yeah. I'm sure that's what it was, but
yeah.
The players are starting showing the guys in the teams that are training board.
Did you know that Albert Pujols is the only active player who was in the backyard baseball PC game?
I saw that last night.
Backyard baseball PC game.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, I used to play that all the time.
2000. Yeah, it's 2003, right?
Yeah.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah, because Pujols was a rookie in 01.
Was that like I thought it was a wiffle ball, like backyard baseball, like wiffle ball. No?
Backyard baseball was a PC game.
Yeah.
It's literally baseball on the computer, and you had like a bunch of like kids
Playing.
and like kid versions of like professional players.
Oh, and Albert Pujols is the last one.
He's the
He's the last
he's
active
the only
player.
active player who was in that video game.
Wow. I'm sure he wasn't the best player in that game in 2003.
03, I mean, the debate of the best player in the league was Pujols, Bonds, and A-Rod.
Okay.
I mean, I saw Pujols in 03 hit one out of Yankee Stadium that I still think hasn't landed yet. Such a good player.
Did you remember his name, Luke?
Yes, Ali Latham was the guy. And Ali Latham, what he's famous for nowadays is every high school ballpark, every minor league ballpark, every major league ballpark has base boxes for the coaches, where the coaches have to stand. And they're because of Ali Latham, who used to, there's one story before him. He may have cost the Browns, I think it was a 4th pennant, when he got the team disqualified for a game. They actually forfeited because they were protesting that they thought that it had gotten too dark to play the game, and the umpires just kept the game running. And Ali Latham was getting on the umpires, and they told him to stop. So he went back and he got candles and lit them in the dugout. And the umpire came over and threw him out and forfeited the game. But Ali Latham used to coach third base, and he would try to antagonize the pitchers by running down the baseline while the pitcher was winding up and screaming at them.
Oh.
So for Ali Latham, they put it in the third base box, and that box still remains for every ballpark in the country. Right?
The coach has to stay within that box.
Supposed to. He doesn't, but he's supposed
to. I would probably play backyard baseball for 3 hours at night after school. Oh, man. Yeah, playing baseball back then as a kid, so much fun. Wait, Trout. Oh, yeah, Mike Trout was, that was, he was big at that time too, Dougie. Mike Trout, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, yeah, I mean, it's these stories that you were mentioning, Lou. There was, there were some rules back then, obviously, but I'm pretty sure because of things that they did, all these new rules were applied.
Yeah,
I mean, at least that's one of them. What's another crazy one that you remember? Like somebody from that era.
Well, one of the players. See, it's been 11 years now since I wrote that book. But of course, catcher's gear came from the T206 set. One of the players in the T206 T206 set actually premiered catching gear. Shin pads and things like that. That was new.
Oh, did not know that either.
Yep.
Oh man, I should really do more research on that too, because I wouldn't mind having a tobacco card in my collection.
Yeah,
just to hold on to it. But as I mentioned, Titus is my favorite card in that set, just because of the mustache.
That's an interesting fact that he's the only mustache in the set too.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you don't really look at that, right? When you look at the set, you just look at the name, you look at the color.
Yeah, we're not doing stash stats. No, we weren't doing that.
That is true.
Monty says Claude Rossman was born in his hometown.
Village will probably show 1100. Wow. I did not know that. That's awesome. So
yeah, Mike, the 5th no-hitter of the year. Was it the 5th, I think?
So Lou, since we have some time and I don't know how long Wayne's going to take, I am going to break a pack here. Let's do... Yes.
Right.
I've been striking out a lot in 83 OPG. So this is hopefully my redemption. I'm hoping to pull any big rookie from 83. Ryan Sandberg, Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn. I feel like there's one more, just I can't remember.
83?
Yeah. Sandberg, Gwynn.
Boggs.
I always forget Boggs. Yes, he was with us.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and get this ready.
Yeah, 7th no-hitter in Tigers history. That's the 5th this year, or is it the 4th? I think it's the 5th this year.
Baseball pack 90.
It won me a parlay in the Tigers game last night, too. So I'm on such a heater.
Okay, so let's go ahead and randomize this list. All right, where's my dice?
5th.
All right.
James,
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, 5th.
This is our 83 OPG Baseball Wax Pack, number 90. I'm going to randomize the list 6 times. Lou, did I tell you what we missed so far is the craps table, right? I told you guys at the Philly show. I can't wait to play craps. Oh, so 6 times. Let me get the... Well, that's not it.
Sooner, is it your first trip? Welcome to the show.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, that's right. Plus Mad Bum, 7th inning no-hitter. Yep.
That's a break. All right. Here we go. Michael, again, the first card in this pack.
Chef's here. Hi, Chef.
What's up, Chef?
C-Rod's here.
Michael, right here, first card. Oh, boy. By the way, Lou, on Sunday, we opened up a 1959 Fleer Ted Williams pack.
Ooh.
And we had our new team members taste the gum from that year.
How'd that go?
As initiation, yeah. Just
Yep.
And Mark, how was that taste?
It was so good that his facial hair fell off.
Oh yeah. No more facial hair.
That's how good it was.
The big question is, can he still taste it?
Oh yeah, he was okay. He was okay. It wasn't too bad. It was a very small piece too. I didn't want to give him a big piece. Here's first card, Pete Vukovich.
Pete Vukovich. Yeah, big boy.
All-star for the Brewers there. Spot 2, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Sean, you're right. Rube Waddell was one of the great stories and people in T206 set.
Here's Eddie Murray. Nice card. Just a little off-center. Spot 3, we got Dan Dreesen. Dan Dreesen
Mhm.
for the Reds.
For the Reds, yep.
Next, we got Juan Eichelberger for the Padres. Oh, no, sorry, Indians. He got traded.
Should have at least blanked out the logo.
Spot 5, Gene Garber. Gene Garber.
Nice facial hair.
Oh, yeah, definitely someone's in there. Dave Kostetler for the Rangers. This is spot 6 for Michael. Spot 7, Dave Kingman for the Mets.
Nice.
For Robert Grice.
Dave Kingman would fit right into today's game.
Oh, yeah? What is that?
That's the 3 true outcomes. It's strikeout, homer, or walk. That's all that's happening in baseball these days. So. Dave Kingman would fit right in.
Here is spot 8. Oh, speaking of mustaches, oh my goodness. This guy's my hero. Raleigh Fingers.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Look at
that. Man, like, that. You have to comb that every day, put some oils on it every day.
Yeah, a little bit too much maintenance for me, right? Yeah.
Man. You don't see that nowadays, right? At all.
But you get the scaly mustache.
That's a unique. That's,
yeah, nobody's rocking out that look.
No.
Good old Raleigh.
Oh, I don't know. Some hipsters, right? They got the beard and one of those mustaches with little twirlies there. That's a hipster thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know anything about hipsters. But.
Nothing compared to that. They probably have little ones, but nothing compared to that man right there. The guy's a legend.
I think they do, but they just have the big beard, so it doesn't stand out as much.
Yeah, that's true. Here's spot 9.
That's right, Candy.
Shaziter for the Expos.
Don't remember him.
And spot 10, Ivan De Jesus.
Yes.
For the Phillies. There you go, guys. That was A3O PG Baseball Wax Pack number 90. Pulled a couple Hall of Famers.
Jeff, that would be cool. If Josh Hader grew a mustache like that, that would be cool. Go retro himself. A little tribute to Raleigh Fingers.
Yes. 100%. Yes. All right. Let's pull up another pack. 78 Topps Basketball.
Oh, Sean says Raleigh Fingers grew that because Charlie O'Finley gave him a $300 bonus to do it.
What? Is that true?
Remember when players would do something for a $300 bonus?
Yeah.
It's like couch money for them now.
Cheers, gosh, just sent me a couple of Titus's, T206 Titus. He has 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, James loves them, tobacco cards.
Oh, yeah.
And he likes the bird cards and the unique ones.
I have some of those. So you guys want to win some, we could do some later. Rocco, what are we ripping right now? A 1978 Topps Basketball.
Wait a second. I need more context for this. Candy says I have an older inmate at my jail who does it with his bear and a split curl. It's like I need more context. I don't understand what's going on there.
I have an older inmate at my jail who
does it with beard.
Beard.
Yep.
The split curl, and it's like 18 inches. Wow.
Okay.
I guess she's a corrections officer.
Yeah, maybe a corrections officer. Yeah, but damn.
That's a lot of inches. If you're an inmate, you're years in jail. I mean, you got a lot of time on your hands to
True. That's a lot of maintenance.
Mike says,
a lot of maintenance. Absolutely.
Mike says he knew a guy in a auto shop that had that stash, like a repair shop. I'd have my car repaired by a guy like that, but I wouldn't buy a car from a guy like that. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I can see that. So Elaine actually just stepped in, or just walked in. I should say.
Candy is a corrections sergeant.
Oh, she's a corrections sergeant. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, Candy's fairly new to her website. She's been having a great time, I think.
Yeah, I think so. She's been hanging out in chat.
Welcome, Candy. She was asking for I don't know, was it an 83 Topps that she's in line for? She was hoping you could do that.
Candy, 83 Topps.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 87. I'm hoping you can open the 87 today, J5, because I'm trying so hard to be patient.
What's up?
Can you, did you say baseball?
It doesn't say. It just says the 87.
She's in 87 Leaf.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if it's sold out.
Is it
Is it here?
Let me see if it's in here.
Yeah.
It says scheduled.
I think I saw 87 Leaf back in there.
I think it's this one.
Oh, candy. We do have it ready. But we'll break this after Leighton Loft show is over.
What? Why?
Because Leighton's here.
Oh, Leighton's here. All right.
So, yeah, we're going to have to wait for after the show. I'm going to leave this here for him so we can talk about it. Yeah, thank you. I do just want to boss you through your show.
Yep, repair shot. Like I said, Mike, I'll let that guy repair my car, but I wouldn't buy a car from him with a mustache like Raleigh Fingers.
So I'm curious, why would the owner pay bonuses for facial hair on their players?
I think it was Sean said earlier he wanted to be hip in the San Francisco area. So he was a marketing guy, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He wanted to be okay. Got
I
it.
mean, John
So
Ross
basically, he gave Catfish Hunter
Catfish Hunter a nickname for something that he had nothing to do with.
No, I know, but you know how Steinmeier said nobody has facial hair in the Yankees.
Mustaches.
No mustaches.
They
Sorry.
got have mustaches. No long hair, no
No
beards.
long hair. So this guy was the opposite.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which that's cool.
Oh,
What did I do?
Yes.
that sounded powerful.
To live and lose mine for a day.
Yeah, I don't know. What's going on?
That's true.
Did I take too much of a trip today? I don't know.
This one's candies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have it ready, Candy.
Yep.
Got that pack ready. So yeah. Well,
That's Tom. That's not true, is it? He wanted Vita Blue to change his first name to True. That's not true. Is it?
all right. So yeah. Blaine's about to switch with me.
Mm-hmm. That's not right. Let's not go after J5's mustache.
My mustache is shirt as well.
G5, this is the stuff from Alexa. The BB ship out.
Yep, Rocco. I remember. I remember the orange baseballs. Yep.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, Lou, we're switching now.
All right, J5.
Thanks. See ya. We're giving away that.
Oh, yeah, no, I figured.
Ted, what's wrong? Yeah, Bobby. It's just the way I feel about it. I would love to have a guy with a Raleigh Fingers mustache repair my car, but I don't know if I'd buy one from him.
Afternoon, gang. What's up, Lou?
How we doing, Leighton? What's going on?
Not too much. Well, Chris Coe, you may have your wish soon. The rumor is that we have a 1951 Bowman baseball set break coming to the site soon. So you may get your wish. I don't know if he was asking for a Monty Irvin or a Mantle. But, J5, it definitely looks much better in the holder. Oh, he's tuned me out already.
He's on things, yeah.
So this is great. Want to show that off. Good job by Sam and J5 and the Just Collect team for bringing that in from north of the border, which I have to tell you, Lou, not easy to do. You know, what we're really doing is you're telling people, hey, we're an expert, but you have to earn people's trust. That's what you have to do. And so north of the border, very kind, yes?
Yep.
But the issue isn't very real. Well, hey, what's going to happen with – what's up, Cody? What's going to happen with customs? I don't want to mislead them. I don't know.
Yep.
Like, call a customs broker. But, you know, like we have FedEx. They're like, well, should I lie and check off, you know, it's a gift? I'm like, if you're giving it to me as a gift, I think it's a great idea. You know, if you're checking it off as a gift, and like, you gotta remember, it's the government. So, like, if you don't get caught, very cool, right? Everyone's happy.
Yep.
But if they open that up, you're like, wow, you're giving a 52 Mantle from some guy from Jersey you don't know? That's really kind of you.
Yeah, by the way, you're going to get the bill for that. It's going to be income for you.
Oh, listen, of course. Exactly. Yep. So, anyway, we're proud to have Mickey be part of the team here. We're excited. Also hoping that for those that don't know, we're going to be in Chantilly, Virginia this weekend. So if you're going to be in the vicinity, please come out to the convention. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll definitely be there Friday and Saturday, potentially Sunday morning. They're not going to have any athletes there in case, there are some that are interested in like kind of coming down and getting some autographs. Dougie and Chris Gilmore said they're willing to sign a 1-of-1 baseball. I believe Sam and G5 are fighting over that, so I'm not sure it's available to be given away. But we are going to have some cool VB swag to give out, like some hats and such. Hey, what's up, Chef? What's going on, Orlando? Bobby, Jeff, Steven, rest of the gang here at Vintage Breaks. Really appreciate you joining us on Leighton's Loft. We got a variety of feeds coming in here, Lou. It seems that everyone's pretty pumped up, about this weekend. Whether it be you're a dealer, you're a consumer, and I'm not just talking about, I'm sorry to clarify, not just Chantilly. There's a show in Dallas, Texas that's really big, Dougie. And Drew from what up, Dev? Yeah, a little shout out to the Knicks, the Celts, right? I mean, I don't think they're going to really do anything without Jalen, let's be honest, and they're not going to beat Brooklyn. But
At least they won a playoff game.
They won a playoff game. They didn't look like the Hornets did against Indiana. I hope you sold LaMelo, man. I was actually going, and I don't ever bet. I wanted to bet Indiana. It was like a 2.5 free. I'm like, they're just not losing. And not only did they not lose, they crushed them. And, of course, I'm like, wow, that's steak dinner for tomorrow night, or at least a half a steak dinner. I'm going out with Chris and Dougie, so I don't know what's going to happen.
Nice. Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to the Knicks playoff series, the Celts playoff series. Anything can happen in the NBA playoffs. I think out west, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like Luka. The Jazz have issues right now with Donovan, I believe, with injury or what have you. So it's really, even if you don't like NBA, Lou,
yeah,
tune in tonight, 10 o'clock. You gotta watch the Lakers and the Warriors.
Oh.
Because even if nothing else, there's going to be drama of some kind. And if we somehow get a close game, oh, my goodness, you're going to be able to feel that tension in the air wherever you're watching from tonight. So I encourage you highly, just as an NBA fan. I know there's a lot of people that complain about the regular season. This is no regular season, but what's great is LeBron is complaining about the play-in game.
Yep.
I don't want to debate. We don't have that much time today on the show, but just watch. It's going to be great.
Are the Lakers going to be able to pull it together for this run?
Oh, here's the thing. I think that if LeBron or AD goes down in this game, and let's be honest, they could get hurt.
Yep.
Curry could get hurt. But if they all play through, theoretically, the Lakers – what's up, Chris? Theoretically, the Lakers are supposed to win.
Yep.
However, Curry could hit 13 threes in a game.
Yep.
So that's 39 right there. If you just get 10 from 4 other starters, you're already at 79. Someone from the bench is going to score something.
Yep.
So I'm just saying that I think that if the Warriors are hot, the Lakers could still win, but it'll be much closer. I think we'll know early because I think that if the Warriors are down big, I'm convinced of this. I don't have an NBA talk show, nor do I consider myself to be a professor of the game, but I do understand this much. It's like a little bit of football. I've seen the Jets blow too many games. If the Lakers have a decent lead, just freaking double Curry, have a defense that's playing towards the top of the key, right? Like a 2-2-1. And then if they end up getting easy buckets, fine. Take time off the clock and both. But if they're up 18 fourth quarter and they blow that, I almost feel like it's fixed.
Yep.
But anyway, I wanted to give people an idea of what's going on here, getting ready for the convention, because I'm sure people just kind of think, hey, this just all comes together and it's pretty easy. The reality of it is there's a lot of preparation for the show, but I wanted to offer a few key points that I'm doing for the show, which, in some cases I didn't used to do or make sure they were done. And it cost me one way or the other. And so first and foremost, we're not going to be putting out a lot of inventory. It's interesting. I've heard people say to me, Leighton, aren't you saving everything for the National? The reality of it is last year there was no National. So for me to go out there and think I'm going to really save this card for a show that may not happen. I think the show is going to happen, by the way.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, I'm not any more of – I might save a couple of cards. I'm not bringing everything. But I'm going to bring nice stuff. And I was talking to Gilmore. He's like, you're not going to bring more of this or that? I'm like, no. We don't have a huge team. If we had more people, we'd put out even more stuff. But we're going to focus on 2 to 3 display cases of high-end graded cards, some of which you can't buy on eBay, where we don't offer them publicly, meaning from Just Collect. And so, one of the key things is whether it be you have a few display cases, whether it be your Gilmore, my buddy Pank, that's going to bring out a half dozen cards, you got to have the cards priced out. And part two of that, and I'm not suggesting you have to negotiate. It could be just zero, mark it at your bottom line. But if you have the ability to give 5% off or 10% off, this way, if you go to the bathroom, someone who's watching your booth can at least, like the guy comes up and he looks at it and he's like, wow, 18,000. I'm making up the number, 18,000. Yeah, 18,000. Can you do anything? We have a free pen. You know what I mean? Like that's probably not going to close the deal.
Right.
So not to say, it'd be kind of funny to have a candid camera on like, J5 or Sam or Dougie tending the booth. Like how quickly do they go down in price? Yeah. Like J5, I can see slow rolling. Gilmore's all excited. Oh yeah, no, sir, don't worry. We can take off. I'll tell you what, I'll actually give you some of my salary. We'll do 15 points off. Leighton only said 10, but I'll pitch in. I really want to do a deal.
Yep.
But all kidding aside, that kind of information being prepared, it really does make for much.
Is that how you present it to the staff? You can give 10%. Anything above that comes off your.
No, I don't. I won't ever do that. But I will do, for example, let's just say I want to take 5% off. I might say, hey, I can do 5% off, but if they spend 10,000, I could do 7.5% off. Yeah. Because it's like I'm a numbers person. So yeah, I'm attached to stuff. But the thing is that the one thing I generally don't torture people, only at the National once a year, where I put out stuff in my own collection or where I won't sell. I don't put out stuff where I won't sell. I might put out something where I'm firm on the price.
Right.
But I don't like to torture people, honestly, because it's not, people don't feel that great. But at the National, it's a little bit different because a lot of people are into, hey, this is what I collect. For example, I'll put out like a really old Rutgers baseball flannel and old Rutgers basketball jersey from like the 40s.
Yep.
And, all week, it's an eye catcher. It looks really cool. Antique style. They're like, oh, how much is that? Not for sale, but we're looking to buy Rutgers material.
Right.
And to be fair, people are like, well, why don't you put out a sign that you're buying Rutgers material? We do. A lot of people don't really, look. But it's nice because, you ask people, it sparks discussion. Did you go to Rutgers? No, right. But, they're really struggling in the Big Ten in football. I know, but in basketball, they're doing all right. Well, I don't like basketball. It doesn't matter.
That's what you want, a few minutes of conversation, right? It's not just because someone could walk by and see the sign and said, I got nothing, and just keep walking. Have a conversation.
Absolutely. That's a really good idea, Rocco. I like that suggestion. I won't be able to do it for today's show, but before we go to the National, I'm going to give a sneak peek of a few of the cards we're going to bring out. And I might just choose one or two of them to offer the community first, to give them first crack if they like to buy them.
Nice.
But I also wanted to close out today's show with, it's not polished yet, but I wanted to welcome to the team my buddy Mark Litt. He's from Florida, and he's currently helping us right now with the Just Collect email and the Vintage Breaks email, kind of like reshaping it, resizing it, making it look a little bit prettier and such. If you're ever looking for real estate in Florida, he's your guy, or he knows someone, because he's in the real estate business, but he's really good at marketing. He likes, this space. And so, we're excited to kind of have him, hop on in. He hopped in, I think, Gilmore's chat, last night, in Vintage Break South. So that was pretty cool. But I wanted to offer something to the community and let them know what we're going to be extending to anyone who was a paid customer of Vintage Breaks or Just Collect. They're going to be able to try at least one time for free in the first 60 days and be rolling it out. I don't think it'll be next week. It'll be the following week. Mark will have the email done. We're going to be sending it out an email, Lou, every other week or every week through Just Collect, on occasion through our Vintage Breaks clients. And we're going to be offering high grade or interesting graded cards that are worth $500 and up for sale directly to clients through this email.
Oh, nice.
And so for us, which is nice, is there's no eBay, PayPal, and which is really good for you, and the Leighton's Loft and the Vintage Breaks and the Just Collect community. For the first 60 days after we get it started, we're going to let everyone who wants to try, who's been a past Just Collect or Vintage Breaks customer, try it for free. And what does that mean? It means simply that we're trying to bring value to the community where you're going to be able to take, I'm making it up, a $4,000 graded card, which you were getting a little bit nervous about listing it on eBay yourself. You don't want someone to return it to you. You just really want to net X. And so if you tell me what you want to net, we're going to ask that price or a little bit higher so that you can allow yourself a little bit of negotiating room. But we have approximately between Vintage Breaks and Just Collect I think, about 45,000 email addresses.
Oh.
And so I've just had a number of people in the last few months ask me, hey, Lee, can you sell a card for me? And we've been successful in some cases selling some really nice cards privately. But we really haven't been using our email, database of folks that we've, done business with, whether it be Vintage Breaks or Just Collect or, a combination thereof. And so I thought it'd be a really nice way to roll it out to the Vintage Breaks community and to the Just Collect community to let you folks know that if you have a card, it will not start next week because we won't have it ready. We're hoping the following week. I don't know that it'll go out weekly or every other week. But regardless, we're encouraging you because it's free to try. And so if I know you really well, you'll have the opportunity to basically keep the card in your possession. You'll just send me a scan. If we haven't done a lot of business together, we may ask you to send the card to our office. We'll let tribal council decide that, Sam. But all kidding aside, if you sell $1,000 card, Lou, on eBay and you drop 10 points, 12 points, I'm not saying eBay or PWCC or Probe didn't earn their money, but you're going to lose $100.
But listen, you have 45,000 qualified candidates here on this emailing list. It's a highly qualified audience. It's a great service for them.
Yes. The key is going to be, though, the pricing. And so the last part of it is if you have $1,000 card, you're not going to be able to price it at $2,500 and think the tribal council is going to let you, put it through into the email.
So these are all going to be qualified as good values or
at least fair.
Fair,
because, candidly, we don't want to put it out there from Just Collect and Vintage Breaks and people are just getting an email with 8 or 10 or a half dozen overpriced graded cards every week or every other week. We just think that's kind of foolish.
Yeah, we should feature one of them on the Loft every week, too.
That's a really good idea, Lou. So, we'll let people know, hey, maybe that'll be part of this week's email. Whatever the case is, like I said, it's not going to be this week. It'll be, we're targeting the following week. I'll give people an update on the Vintage Breaks buy-sell trade group. But, Sam, you could drop my email in the chat just so that folks, if they have any questions now, like, hey, Leighton, I was thinking about selling this card. What do you think? What I think is try to research the value. Think about what it's worth and what you'd be happy with. Because I don't really want to negotiate with you. I'm not trying to buy it. I'm simply trying to offer added value from really as a thanks from Vintage Breaks and Just Collect. And if it works out really well, yes, we may start in the future to charge some nominal fee, like 80% to 100% of what the card's worth. Right. That seems fair. No, all kidding aside, I don't know what we're going to charge, but we're really not looking at it as a revenue stream. Hey, what's up, Mark? We're looking at it as a situation where, yes, there may be revenue down the road, but we're actually solving a business problem / issue for our community. And I also think it makes for really nice content for our 40-something thousand users.
Yes.
Because as long as, once again, they're qualified cards at fair prices, even if they don't sell, people are going to enjoy. So, for example, like I'm making it up, I'm not going to include, I'm not saying I don't want to include a Griffey Upper Deck PSA 10, but that's not exciting. Now, if you said to me you have a T206 Hall of Famer of, Rube Liddell, and it's even worth less than a Griffey, but it's still 800, I know our community is going to appreciate it. And by the way, I'm not saying we won't sell an 89 Upper Deck Griffey PSA 10, but I'm trying to make it curated where it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's going to be a curated list. It's going to be interesting for people to look at the newsletter and see what's available.
Absolutely. So, Richard, one of the things I'll be talking about with folks is exactly what you just suggested. So if you think it's going to sell for $1,000 on eBay and you're going to end up with $850 to $900, well, please consider that because we're not trying to charge anything on top. If anything, in the future, it's going to be a small percentage of what it sells for, just so that we can all act together and get you the most. We want people to be aligned.
Right.
But it is something to keep in mind because, you want people to, I can tell you that when I list stuff on the Vintage Breaks buy-sell trade group, I pretty much likely know which cards will sell beforehand, which won't. Right. Every now and then it surprises me, but, if it's a nice card at a fair price, people do their research. They check eBay. They check My Slabs. Yep. So folks know what's out there. So just keep that in mind. But obviously, the more rare and the more interesting the card is, you have a little bit more flexibility in the price that you could ask.
Excellent. So everyone get thinking. I know Todd will have a card in there.
Yeah, I think that, it's going to be popular. Hopefully not so much so where we have to delay people. I do want to limit it, meaning I don't want someone to get an email and it has 50 cards in it because they're not going to look at all 50.
Right.
I just know that, I wouldn't look at all 50, even if they were amazing. Meaning I get auction house emails.
Yeah.
The 47th card could be amazing. I'm just not looking.
Right.
So, we're going to keep it to half dozen, 8, 10, something like that, where we can, portray them nicely, maybe even give a write-up, depending on how valuable the card is, give some nice scans, higher res scans upon request. But like I said, it's more of a service added value to our community. And hopefully some of the folks on the buying end of it will appreciate it because they're like, wow, I didn't see that available on eBay, Lou. I need to look out for this weekly email from Just Collect.
Right. And everyone can save some money. The buyer is going to save a little money.
Yes, that's what we're hoping.
More money. Find that sweet spot in between, the VIG and the sale price.
Absolutely. And by the way, if it works really well and it's not a taxing, situation for our staff, and we can continue offering it for either zero or low cost after 60 days, we'll try to do that certainly for the community. But we thought about rolling out memberships to, let's say, Vintage Breaks. And what do those kinds of memberships include? Well, it may include something like this, the ability to sell cards for free, to our Just Collect and Vintage Breaks,
nice.
Community, or list of emails, and not have to deal with the hassle of, any of the other, let's say, places that are out there, the platforms and such that you can sell cards with.
Not sure what Ken's asking, but any VB bucks in the future?
No, but you can potentially save up points to see J5 and Sam square off, in a variety of different, competitions.
Yep.
So synchronized swimming, jousting, but, not of the kind where you seriously get injured, the one where they wear that big padding and stuff.
Sure.
But, we have some things in the works for the National that, all goes well. Vintage Breaks Olympics will be alive and well there. Please make sure at the very least you'll be tuning in the week of the National. But all kidding aside, folks, I know we've gone a little bit over. That's our show for today for the Loft. Tune in just a few minutes. We're going to have Sam take over here at Vintage Breaks. He'll be going live till about 9:30. Then we'll have Sir Charles taking over out west. Tomorrow, Gilmore, I heard, is going to be documenting from the moment he gets up in the morning, brushes his teeth, and uses the bathroom, etc., on Instagram. I told him not to. I thought it was a little bit over the top.
Yeah, maybe.
But I can't, there's nothing. I looked at the contract. There's nothing that says he can't do that.
Listen, everyone has the choice.
It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. Everyone has the choice to opt in or not. So.
Yeah, exactly, Lou. So anyway, look for us this weekend at the show. We'll be breaking all weekend. We will not be breaking on Saturday night because Gilmore will be at the show. That being said, maybe if he has a few drinks, he'll do live from his phone. And then we'll also be breaking, like I said, on Sunday, but not Sunday evening, as once again, we'll be at the convention. So thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the show. And J5, special thanks for, starting us off. But I thought it was a little sketchy that he gave me a detour because I told him there's a lot of traffic. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, wait, you just go here and there. And I got to be honest with you, Lou, let's just say that I don't think he gave you the most efficient way to get to work today.
No, he definitely sold you out.
Yep. So thanks, folks. That's all for today's Leighton's Lofts.